I'm a girder. I'm a door. I'm a toilet seat. I'm anything so long as you don't notice me with that great big gun. How you doing, guys? This is a, at the end of every con, my house is a complete disaster area, so I went through trying to find, my Warhammer 40k epic stuff and other 5 and 6 mil stuff, and just couldn't find anything. But I managed to run across an old set that I threw together to play a game with the wife a while back. If you go back with me a ways, you'll remember this set. So this is an example of stuff that you can put together very, very with the right tools, very, very cheaply, and make some really high detailed stuff. Of course, it's only gray based. I haven't done anything else with it. I just felt like playing some and whipped it together, and me and the wife played. So, but as I promised, I'm gonna give kind of a review of how you could take something, and this is specifically done for this scale, and how you can still use it in your 28mm scale games. Obviously these are like decks for like fixing mechs and whatnot, but there's no reason that this couldn't be like launch tubes. You know, like you've got a 3-tiered safety equipment before it launches. You know, it's got to have codes for all 3 locks before you can fire your underground missiles. This right here, this can function easily as like a Tesla coil or some other energy source on the battlefield. Could be like a battlefield objective, something along those lines. These back here, these could be empty. These could be empty missile racks. You know, they had missiles being held underneath them, and now they've been unloaded. You know, so it really is your imagination that dictates how all this stuff works. You know, that's the difference between you know, kind of being stagnant and taking it to the next level is really what your imagination will provide you with. I think my imagination is 10 times better than my skill set. I wish my skill set was a lot higher. I'm lucky I've got the imagination I've got, and that's why I try and help other people out, because I think it's easier to exercise your imagination than it is to exercise your skill level. Your skill level is something like a muscle. You've got to work it out to get it better. Your imagination, I think, is a little easier to work out. Now let's do some size comparisons between these different mechs. Now there is some fairly significant size differences, but again, when you're talking 5-6mm, it's not a ton. If you don't know what this is and you play BattleTech, I don't know what rock you're hiding under, because this type of mech has got a kill record that's phenomenal. Everybody knows this is an Atlas in that game. I couldn't tell you what this particular mech is, but as you can see, there's a little bit of a size difference, and you can see there's a little bit of a range. You know, you're catching Jungle Fighter, Dark Eldar, Atlas, mech, and depending on, you know, which troops you have in your army, they're going to get slightly bigger than your standard small guy on the battlefield. So there's really not a heck of a lot of real differences there. Just a little bit of extra paint, and that's really about it. Detail levels are pretty similar. I've noticed with the B-Tech, they're very like wash friendly, because as you can see, they've got a million little lines, which is just superb for hitting it with a wash. Really makes some slick looking stuff. The detail level is quite nice. Quite nice. The last thing I want to point out is the great job people are doing of uploading videos in regards to this. Like I said, I'm working 10-hour days over the next be 3 more days, and then after that we as a community and me as an individual, I get a little more in-depth and start working on this stuff. I think everybody that has submitted has done a fantastic job. People are talking about doing battle reports. One guy that did some beautiful terrain. His name is mostly in like numbers and letters, so I can't remember it. He's actually made like some MechWarrior tables, full-size freaking tables. I hope that you at least show us the table on hopefully a battle report. I think people would just love it. You do beautiful work. And just everybody seems to really be getting behind this. One guy showed so many 40K epic figures that it just was ridiculously awesome. I loved it. I loved it. I wish I could find my 40K epics. So as I'm in the process of cleaning up, putting stuff away, I'll be trying to dig out and get my epic stuff out, because I've got a lot of Eldar stuff myself. I do have an Eldar City that I did do. I plan on pulling that out and featuring that and doing some additional work with that, along with some other things. So check everybody out that's posting. Everybody that's finding their really cool 5-6 millimeter stuff, and it doesn't have to be BattleTech, doesn't have to be MechWarrior, doesn't have to be Warhammer 40K Epic. Anything that falls in that scale. I've heard a couple of names mentioned that I'm not familiar with. The community, I'm sure, would like to see that stuff. So post some vids on what you're doing. I mean, even Modern Warfare, doesn't matter. If it's 5 or 6 mil, the community wants to see it. So, you know, please send me or link a video to me that I can approve, and so everybody can check this out, because I've got nothing but positive responses. Also, I've heard some painters are going to be stepping up and showing how to paint. I mean, this is fantastic. I couldn't ask for a better showing on this. So, once again, I want to thank you guys. I hope I'm firing up your imagination. And let's see where we get in a month. Let's see what cool stuff we have to show for this. So, love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.